Good morning, Rock. Welcome to our morning announcements. My name is Laura.
And I'm Morgan.
Today is Monday, October 12th, 2015.
It is day 1 on our schedule.
Students and teachers, please take a moment to greet each other.
Good morning.
Okay, now for the PBS drawing. Mr. Mitz. We've got Ty. We've got Ty in Mrs. Kleesner's class. We've got Paisley in Mrs. Veet's class. We've got Madison in Mrs. Bennett's class. And we've got Tate in Mrs. KN. I don't get it. Mrs. KN's class. Now for our kindergartner. Now for our first graders.
Very good.
We got Cole and Mrs. Sauerbright's class. We've got Jaden in Mrs. Stoll's class. We've got Leah in Mrs. Clucker's class. We've got Blake in Mrs. Loeffler's class. Now for our second graders. We've got Elijah in Mrs. Hughes' class. We've got Lizzie in Mrs. Benke's class. We've got Kellyanna in Miss Cheese Scudder's class. We've got Shayla in Mrs. Palin's class. Now we've got third grade. And Zach in Mrs. Youthy's class. We've got Michaela in Mrs. Griesel's class. We've got Taylor in Mrs. Palin's class. Haggard, sorry. We've got Riley in Mrs. Griesel's class. Now for our fourth grade. We've got Dylan in Mrs. Wagamaster's class. We've got Catherine in Mrs. McAllister's class. We got Emerson in Mrs. Tolley's class. And we got Cadence in Mrs. Hagen's class. Congratulations, our PBS winners.
Very good.
Mr. Smith, Marshall, and Mrs. Smith have a special announcement.
Good morning, Prairie Ridge Rock Stars. If you remember, next Monday we are having an assembly, and we are going to be celebrating our Hawk Walk celebrations, as well as reviewing our expectations for when we are in the assembly. But we are also going to have a special drawing. If you remember, you can be collecting your tickets and putting them in a special place in your classroom, and then make sure all of those tickets are in my office by this coming Friday, because we are going to be drawing for Silly String the Teacher. What's this? Silly String the Teacher. All right,
Good luck.
so Silly String the Teacher, have fun. Good luck. We're looking forward to being able to draw lots of people, lots of friends for Silly String the Teacher.
We want to wish a happy birthday to Anicia, Jacqueline, Kira, and Paige.
And now for the weather report.
Good morning, Prairie Hawks. My name is Ethan. Today's weather will be mostly cloudy and windy. High 72. Temperature at recess will be around 70. Wind 14 miles per hour. You may need your coats at recess today, and that's the weather. Back to you, Morgan and Laura.
And now let's stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you for watching our broadcast. This is Laura,
Morgan.
Ethan,
Kaylee,
Mr. Marshall.
Mrs. Smith.
Mrs. Stola.
signing off. Have a great day at school.